Good evening and welcome. Thanks very much for tuning in to NDTV. I'm Padmaja Joshi, and on every story that matters, on every story that the country is talking about, the buck stops here. In the lead up to Christmas celebrations in India, sporadic attacks were reported from across the country, attacks that were carried out by some fringe groups. In states like Delhi, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Assam, there were cases where some people either vandalized Christmas decorations or barged into Christmas festivities, alleging attempts at conversion. In Bareilly, there was outrage after some people gathered outside a church in the cantonment area and recited the Hanuman Chalisa. Their allegation was that a skit had been performed in the church that portrayed Hindu religion in poor light. While the Bareilly protest passed off relatively peacefully, in Assam's Nalbari area, a group of men barged into a diocese school and vandalized Christmas decorations that had been put up there. Now, 4 men belonging to the VHP and Bajrang Dal have been arrested for that attack. That announcement was made by the Chief Minister himself, and the arrest happened within 24 hours. They were behind bars on Thursday itself. In Chhattisgarh, the police have filed an FIR against people who similarly entered the Magneto Mall. In Raipur, they attacked Christmas decorations, installations that had been put up. Some of them were toned down. In Madhya Pradesh, BJP's Jabalpur District Vice President Anju Bhargav, you saw her in those visuals that created quite a stir. She was seen manhandling a visually impaired lady. She has now been issued a show cause notice by her party. So far, there have been claims by this lady that children were being converted to Christianity in that church. However, the party is saying we'll have none of it. No violence can be condoned. There's no doubt that each incident is condemnable and action must be taken. But suddenly you would have noticed that over the last 48 hours, there has been a chorus that is growing louder and louder. A chorus that actually compares these incidents to the bloodletting, the bloodshed that has taken place in Bangladesh. That's right. These attacks on Christmas decorations, condemnable as they are being compared to the actual murder of human beings in Bangladesh. Remember, in the last 1 week, 2 Hindu men, Deepu Das and Amrit Mondal, have been beaten to death in Bangladesh. Houses of at least 7 Hindu families have been burnt in targeted attacks. And yet, now we are being told that Bangladesh is but a mirror image of what is happening in India as well.
हम क्या चाहते हैं कि भारत क्या बांग्लादेश जैसा हो जाए, क्योंकि वहां अल्पसंख्यकों पर अत्याचार होते हैं, तो हम भी यहां अल्पसंख्यकों पर अत्याचार करेंगे. किस तरह का भारत चाहते हैं हम? ये आरएसएस का क्या सपना था कि जिन्ना का सपना जिन्ना तो पूरा नहीं कर पाया पाकिस्तान.
Don't have any kind of relation with the Bajrang Dal. Then I would like to say that whether the celebrating Christmas should be a parameter of nationalism, in which angle? Let them first explain, then they should put the allegation over the BJP.
As the world watched an unruly mob vandalize Christmas festivities in Raipur, shame on all those who did it. Shame on those who patronize perpetrators like this. Shame on all those of you who kept quiet, and most of all, shame on you and your hypocrisy, Mr. Modi, because this has happened on your watch. What have you really done to my beautiful country?
मस्जिद के नज़दीक में जाके गीता पाठ करें या फिर हमारे मंदिर के नज़दीक में कुरान का पाठ करें तो ये उचित नहीं है. इससे धार्मिकता फैलती है. सबको अपना अपना धर्म प्रचार करने का अधिकार है. और वो हनुमान चालीसा के लिए बहुत ही हनुमान हम लोगों का, हम तो कहते हैं खास करके कि हमारे अनुसूचित जाति का वो देवता है हनुमान.
ஆளக்கூடிய மாநிலங்கள வேற ஒரு இந்தியா இருக்கு. வறுமை, மத வன்முறை, கும்பல் படுகொலைகள், கல்வியை கிடைக்கக்கூடிய முயற்சிகள், வேலை வாய்ப்பின்மை, இதுதான் பாஜகவோட இந்தியா. கிறிஸ்துமஸ் அன்னைக்கு கூட மாற்றுத்திறனாளிகளை, குழந்தைகளையும் தாக்கக்கூடிய மோசமான சூழலை பாஜக அரசு உருவாக்கி இருக்கு. இந்த மாடலை தான் தமிழ்நாட்டிலும் கொண்டு வரணும்னு பாக்குறாங்க.
And that's the simple question we're asking today, on which the buck stops here. Is India really on its way into turning into a Hindu Bangladesh, or is this the most disingenuous argument being offered only in order to draw a false equivalence between some stray episodes in India and very real radicalized violence that has gripped Bangladesh? Joining us on the discussion today is Subuhi Khan, lawyer in the Supreme Court and national convener of the Rashtra Jagran Abhiyan. We also have with us Sanjay Jha, political analyst, Arfa Arfa Khanum Sherwani, journalist John Dayal, former member of the National Integration Council. And my first question is to senior journalist Harshvardhan Tripathi, who's been very vocal about all of these issues. Harshvardhan ji, लोगों के मन में डर है कि इट्स ओनली अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ डिग्रीज. होते 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 भारत में जो हो रहा है, आज एक दो लोग अटैक कर रहे हैं, कल को हम बिल्कुल बांग्लादेश की तरह ही कट्टरपंथ की राह पर चल चुके हैं. बस हम हिंदू बांग्लादेश बनने की राह पर हैं.
पद्मजा जी, ये कुछ कट्टर लोग हैं जिनके दिमाग में सिर्फ इसी तरह के ख्याल आते हैं, जो इस्लामोफोबिया से शुरू करते हैं और हिंदुओं पर हमला करते हैं, जो मूलतः फ्रॉड सेकुलर हैं. क्योंकि अगर रियल सेकुलर होते तो वो समझते कि इस देश में बार बार ये कहा गया कि हिंदू तो जब पाकिस्तान बटकर गया और लाशें वहां से आई तभी हिंदू वैसा नहीं बना जैसा पाकिस्तान बना. जब बांग्लादेश हमारी ही वजह से अपनी स्वतंत्रता पाया और उसके बावजूद बांग्लादेश में से कट्टर जिहादी इस्लामिक फोर्सेज सर उठाने लगी और आज तो ISIS के फ्लैग भी दिखते हैं, तब भी कहा गया, तब भी नहीं हुआ. हमारे देश में आपातकाल लगा, तब भी कहा गया, तब भी हम वैसे कट्टर नहीं. राम मंदिर आंदोलन के समय कहा गया, तब भी हम कट्टर नहीं हुए. फिर आज कहा जा रहा है. और कमाल की बात यह है कि तब कहा जा रहा है क्योंकि कुछ लोगों के मन की सरकार नहीं है. देश को और सरकार को अगर आप एक साथ करके निशाने पर ले रहे हैं तो ये खतरनाक है. ये मैं क्यों कह रहा हूं, और मैंने जब ये पहली खबर देखी देश के किसी भी हिस्से में, अगर जिसने भी किसी क्रिश्चियन, किसी मुस्लिम, किसी भी दूसरे धर्म, रिलीजन, मजहब के किसी भी कार्यक्रम में किसी तरह की कोई दखल दी है, तुरंत कड़ी से कड़ी कानूनी कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए. अच्छा है कि सरकारों ने उन लोगों को पकड़ा है जिन्होंने क्रिसमस के मौके पर तोड़फोड़ की या जो भी कहें, उनके सामने जाकर धरना प्रदर्शन किया. अलग अलग जगह से कुछ खबरें आई. लेकिन क्या हम इसको दीपू चंद्र दास और 22 दिन में 11 हिंदुओं की हत्या है, 3000 से अधिक जब से तख्ता पलट हुआ है, जिस तरह का नंगा नाच वहां चल रहा है. और पद्मजा जी, एक बात समझिए, ये कोई हिंदू को नहीं खोज रहे थे वहां, वो शेख हसीना की पार्टी के लोगों को भी खोज रहे हैं. उन्होंने बांग्ला संगीतकारों, बांग्ला कलाकारों, बांग्ला साहित्यकारों, सबको उजाड़ दिया. शेख मुजीबुर रहमान की मूर्ति तोड़ दी और जिस तरह के कृत्य किए, राष्ट्रीय टेलीविजन चैनल पर मैं बोल नहीं सकता. आप उससे कंपेयर करते हैं, आपके दिमाग में कुछ गंदगी है. अगर वो कंपेयर कोई कर रहा है तो निश्चित तौर पर वो गंदगी. मैं फिर कह रहा हूं, कोई भी भारत में कानून हाथ में ले, किसी भी रिलीजन, किसी भी धर्म, किसी भी मजहब का हो, अगर कानून हाथ में लिया तो भारत के संविधान के तहत उसके खिलाफ कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई कीजिए. और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी वो कहां थे कल? वो क्रिसमस मना रहे थे या नहीं मना रहे थे? और मैं फिर कह रहा हूं, जब आपके मन में कुछ गंदगी है और उसको आप भारत देश से जोड़ने की कोशिश करते हैं, एक नेता आपको पसंद नहीं उससे कोशिश करते हैं, तो ये खतरनाक है.
Okay, Arfa Khanum Sherwani, is this not dangerous and disingenuous to compare two very different things? And the difference between what's happening in Bangladesh and India isn't even a small one. It's a massive difference. Stray violence by a bunch of lumpens and actual radicalized, targeted communal violence.
Padmja, before I reply to your question, the unprecedented scale of violence in the last 48 hours, 72 hours rather, it just not fills me with a lot of rage, but it makes me extremely, extremely sad, and I hang my head as an Indian citizen in shame that this is happening in my country. This is happening to a micro minority, just about 2%, 2.3% of the Indian population. This is the country that Narendra Modi, his party BJP and RSS have created in the last 11 years. 1 billion Hindus are scared. Hindu dharm khatre mein hai, Hindu khatre mein hai because of 2% minorities. In Delhi, the city you and me live in, where NDTV's headquarters is, there are only 150,000, 1.5 lakh सिर्फ ईसाई रहते हैं इस शहर में, and then still people feel scared.
But who said Hindu dharm खतरे में है?
And I want to remind you what Mahatma Gandhi, I'll tell you, that is the reason why, I mean, they are saying that you are trying to convert. This is exactly what the vice president of the BJP in Japalpur said to that visually impaired woman that she is trying to convert.
But she hardly represents Hindus even in Jabalpur, leave alone Hindus of India. How do we take one lady to represent Hindus in India?
BJP's vice president, no. Padmaja, BJP's vice president does not represent the BJP.
No, she doesn't, and which is why she has been show-caused. She may be representing a political party in Jabalpur, but she has been show-caused.
I have a question.
She's been given a show-cause
She should be
notice.
arrested. She should be arrested.
Yes, she
be
should.
arrested, sent to jail. No, she should be
Maybe she
arrested
should.
and sent to
But
jail.
is it
And
still
I will call
okay to
Narendra
say
Modi a complete
unprecedented
failure.
scale of
Padmaja,
violence?
He is a failure.
I just have a small point of difference.
If you invited me, you'll have to let me
I will
speak.
give you uninterrupted the next 2 minutes.
That's
but I
fine.
have a
You can make
small
a
point
you
of
can-
difference
you
with
can make
saying
that.
unprecedented
Yes.
scale of violence. And let me just draw one comparison. Remember, it's been just a couple
Yes.
of years where we literally had mobs on the street who were saying Sar tan se juda, and as a result, 2 men were murdered in cold blood. That was unprecedented scale of violence. This is a bunch of lumpens and a few VHP
I
Bajrang
will
Dal
address
and
that.
one BJP lady
I
who
will
has
address
gone
that.
and shot her mouth off and let her be put in jail. But that, I will remind you, Arfa, was allowed a free run. I remember in Kolkata when these chants were being raised on the streets, actually the traffic was stopped to allow these people on the streets of Kolkata to carry out their procession. That was unprecedented violence. Can you really compare the two? I mean, now we're not even comparing Bangladesh. We're actually comparing
So,
unprecedented
Padmaja,
violence
the
that took
problem
place in India.
Okay, so are you done speaking?
Yeah.
Are you done speaking? So, okay, so the problem is, on one hand, Narendra Modi is India's Prime Minister. He goes to the court and we are told that he's giving a sandesh. Now, nobody in this country, people who are his support base, they are not either listening to even his sandesh, not even Adesh. The scale of violence and vandalism that we have witnessed in the last 72 hours, there should have been police action. And if Narendra Modi really cared, and if he was not a failed prime minister, because we have developed a tolerance for violence from one kind of minorities, which is the Muslims of India, and now it is the turn of another minorities, which is the Christian community. And that is why we are not just tolerating, we are rather accepting. So I'm saying people of India, his only support base, and do not tell me that VHP and the Bajrang Dal are fringe. I'm sorry, they are part of the same RSS that Narendra Modi is a life member of. You should know this, Padmaja. And the second point I want to make is that my favorite word now is fringe. I mean, people who belong to BJP and VHP and Bajrang Dal, I am sorry, they are everything but fringe. And let me just answer to the first.
Let me just ask you this again. In terms of scale, because I must open this up. In terms of scale, are you seriously suggesting that we can compare Bangladesh and what's happening in India? What happened ahead of Christmas and what has happened in Bangladesh, are they even comparable?
I'm coming to that only. Exactly. I'm coming to that only. मैं आपके प्रीवियस जो आपके स्पोक्स पर्सन है उनसे ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि बांग्लादेश में जिस हिंदू की हत्या हुई है, मुझे उनसे ज़्यादा दुख है इस बात का, और मैं इस बात की मांग करती हूँ कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी अपनी सेना को भेजें बांग्लादेश और वहाँ पर माइनॉरिटीज़ की, अल्पसंख्यकों की रक्षा करें। लेकिन इससे पहले कि वो ये फैसला ले, उन्हें यहाँ पर ये इंश्योर करना पड़ेगा, he will have to ensure that his own minorities,
Nobody has answered my question. Can you compare actual physical deadly violence to a few incidents of vandalism in India? How can this comparison work?
Leave aside the scale of violence. What I'm saying is India has lost the moral right to talk about the rights and safety of minorities anywhere in the world.
Okay, I'm going to open this up.
It is not just about Bangladesh. It is not about Pakistan.
I think scale does matter. This is as different as, somebody pinching me and somebody stabbing me. Scale is what defines how deadly a violence is and how we react or respond to it.
Yeah. Padmaja, few miscreants vandalized some Christmas decorations in India, and Miss Arfa Khanam Sherwani's head hanged in shame as an Indian. I want to ask her, as an Indian Muslim, just recently an educated doctor executed a fidine attack in Delhi and called it martyrdom operations on camera. Did her head hang in shame as a Muslim that day? I want answer to this question first, then I want to go ahead with the debate. मिस आरफा जी, क्या आपका सर एक भारतीय मुसलमान होने के नाते उस दिन शर्म से झुका था कि देश में पला बड़ा मुसलमान बच्चा देश से शिक्षा प्राप्त करने वाला सुसाइड बॉम्बर बनकर फट गया?
There is law and order in this country.
आपका सर उस दिन शर्म से झुका था?
Sure. There is
ना तो
law
बता
and order in
दीजिए.
this country.
Did your head hang in shame that day?
I do not want to reply to your question.
Oh,
What I
wow.
want to
That
reply
means
to
you are
that
exposed.
the case
Okay.
is under
Now let me
investigation.
continue with my point.
It is
Point
under
number two.
investigation.
Your
The
turn.
Indian police and
Parmja, her turn
investigative
has been done.
authorities.
Please, I want to make
authorities
one
are
another point here.
investigating on that.
I'm done.
When
I'm
the,
done.
The
I
issue
made
is in
my
front
point.
of us. We will take a call
I want to
on
make
that.
another point here. Point number two. Isn't this heights of Hindu phobia? Isn't this selective morality? Isn't this agenda activism? What else can we call this? Handful of lame, criminal-minded, unemployed, paid goons destroyed some Christmas decorations, and the entire digital nexus is behaving as if Christians are being genocided in India. On the other hand, Hindus are slaughtered publicly on camera in Bangladesh, and no one is, and people like her and many other people belonging to these digital nexus seems to be unbothered by this. What kind of selective outrage is this? What kind of hypocrisy is this? अगर morality है भाई, हम तो दीपू को publicly slaughter होने को भी condemn करते हैं, किसी मुसलमान के साथ कोई अपराध हो जाए उसको भी कंडेम करते हैं, किसी दलित भाई के साथ कोई अपराध हो जाए उसको भी कंडेम करते हैं, और कोई मुसलमान सुसाइड बॉम्बर बन के फट जाए उसको भी कंडेम करते हैं. But what kind of selective morality these people are showing?
Arfa, and this is coordinated, says Subhi Khan.
I mean, that's strange, you know, Padmaja. I mean, I want voting rights in Bangladesh. Imagine a country where there are thousands of journalists who could not ask a single question Narendra Modi has not taken from a real journalist in the last 11 years. We are not able to protect our own minorities. We've lost all moral right. We have zero locus now to talk about
I'm sorry, I refuse to accept this title.
Anywhere
Stop
in the world.
labeling Muslims as minorities in India.
I have voting rights
we are
in
not
India.
minorities.
I will talk
we are
about
the second
India.
largest majority
I will talk
in
about
India.
India first. I am a voter here. I am a citizen here. I am a journalist here. Before I can question anything.
Yeah, so we should question what's happened in our own country. I gave you the examples, and this seems to be a very, very strange comparison. With the greatest of respect, I will again like to repeat that this is a strange comparison. What is happening to minorities in Bangladesh cannot be compared to what is happening at Christmas. There have arrests been made. We have actual ministers. Shukanto Majumdar actually complimented the arrest of Bajrang Dal workers, saying we do not endorse lumpenism by anyone. The Chief Minister of Assam announced the arrest of 4 members of the Bajrang Dal and Vishwa Hindu Parishad, saying we will not allow anyone to take the law and order in their own hands.
This is not enough.
So what is enough?
Not enough.
I mean, there you have Mohammad Yunus giving free run to a bunch of radicals who continue to roam the streets, kill people and burn Hindu houses. And here we are not happy with people being arrested. This seems to be a really, really strange expectation. What do we want them to do? To hang them by the pole?
Country, I care about my... I care about my country. I care only about what I am going through. Prime Minister should have addressed the nation at 8 p.m. on the day of Christmas and should have assured the Christian community that your rights are protected, that your freedom is protected, that you are protected.
Prime Minister should address the nation on Christmas
on screen and
because a bunch of people tore down a bunting?
Yes, on Christmas.
I think in that case, the Prime Minister should have more importantly...
It is the same parivar that he comes from.
Harshvardhan ji, please respond to this. Then I really must go across to John Dayal.
He's failing as a Prime Minister.
पद्मजा, मैंने आपसे कहा था ना कि बहुत खतरनाक है ये, और रेडिकल इस्लामिस्ट जिहादियों पर एक लाइन बोलने का साहस नहीं है, एक लाइन. और सोचिए जरा, बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है तो धरती हिलती है वाले देश में, मलियाना, मुजफ्फरनगर, मैं कितने दंगों की बात करूं, और इस सरकार में दंगे नहीं होते, मुसलमान अपना जीवन अच्छे से जी रहे हैं, तो कुछ कट्टर लोगों को मुश्किल है. कश्मीर आज शांत हो गया, आतंकवादी नहीं बन रहे, मुसलमान घरों के बच्चे वो हाथ में पत्थर नहीं उठाते, उनके चेहरे पर पेलेट गन के निशान नहीं होते, तो किसी को पीड़ा हो रही है. कुछ लोग कश्मीर के नाम पर बेईमानी करना चाह रहे हैं, और हर बात पर उनकी मुश्किल ये है एक वर्ग की कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी क्यों है. प्रधानमंत्री देश की जनता ने बनाया है ना भाई. ये कोई किसी एक सेट माइंडसेट वाले लोगों के हिसाब से डेमोक्रेसी चलेगी क्या? इंडियन डेमोक्रेसी, यहां डेमोक्रेसी में लोगों ने तय किया, हमने चुना, और उसके बाद प्राइम मिनिस्टर से आपके मन में कोई दिक्कत है?
नहीं, कह रहे हैं उनका
क्या
प्राइम
कर
मिनिस्टर
रहे
से
हैं?
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। उनका प्रॉब्लम है कि हमारे देश में अल्पसंख्यक हकों की हमें बात करनी चाहिए इससे पहले कि हम बांग्लादेश की बात करें।
भारत में अल्पसंख्यक दुनिया के किसी भी हिस्से से ज्यादा सुरक्षित हैं, यहां तक कि अमेरिका, वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज से ज्यादा भी, और मुस्लिम कंट्रीज का तो नाम ही मत लीजिए। वरना ये यहां तो ऐसे ऐसे लोग हैं कि हिंदुत्व और आईएसआईएस और बोको हराम क्या कंपेयर करते हैं, बहुत गंभीरता से, बहुत एक सलीके से चाशनी में उड़ाकर जहर पिलाते हैं। बचना चाहिए, ये खतरनाक कंपैरिजन से बचना चाहिए। और मैं फिर कह रहा हूं, एक लाइन जरा सुनिए, हमें सेना बांग्लादेश पर भेज देनी चाहिए। बांग्लादेश हमारा मित्र देश है, हमारा दुश्मन नहीं रहा है। अभी यूनुस जैसा एक जिहादी वहां बैठ गया है, अभी वहां आईएसआईएस के झंडे फहरा रहे, तो हम बांग्लादेश के लोगों को अपना दुश्मन मान लेंगे? पाकिस्तान आतंकवादी भेजता है, अभी तक बांग्लादेश ने ये नहीं किया है। हम ये उम्मीद करते हैं बांग्लादेश में डेमोक्रेटिकली इलेक्टेड गवर्नमेंट आएगी, हम उसके साथ बात करेंगे और जितना भी डिप्लोमेटिकली बना सकते हैं वो प्रेशर हम बनाएंगे, हिंदुओं के हित के लिए, दूसरे माइनॉरिटीज के हित के लिए हम बात करते रहेंगे।
And you know, I don't want to digress from the issue. What the government does about the situation in Bangladesh, that is a separate issue. My fundamental problem is this entire narrative being made. To say that today India is turning into a Hindu Bangladesh, I am sorry, no right-thinking person should agree with this comparison. No right-thinking person should remain silent on this comparison. And we have had people, Sanjay Jha, saying that what has India become? My beautiful country has turned into this bigoted mess, as it were. Is that really, I mean, can we miss the woods for the trees and say that all of India is now a bigoted, heaping, burning heap of bigotry?
Padmaja, I think this is a very serious subject, and I would appreciate it if I'm not interrupted because I have some very strong views on it. Number one, let me be very clear. Anybody trying to conflate what's happening in Bangladesh with India, I think you're not being fair to both the countries. They have their own problems. But there is one commonality, and that commonality that is evident in our country and Bangladesh is that the indoctrination of hate is resulting in an industrialization of violence. I can understand the BJP and the Sangh Parivar being scared of Gandhiji, Pandit Nehru, Ambedkar, but they are scared of Santa Claus. And I think this is a very serious issue here, that we have normalized violence in this country against the Muslims.
How?
Please do not interrupt me, Padmaja.
No, but you can't make a claim as grave as that and go unchallenged. When you say that India has normalized violence, how exactly has that happened? If people are arrested, charge sheeted and put behind bars, how is this normalizing? Because somebody tore down a mistletoe.
Can I speak without your distinguished intervention? Are you aware, or would you like to show on your program, that a 19-year-old teenager from our own country, West Bengal, was murdered in Odisha because he was suspected to be a Bangladeshi? Lynched to death. Lynched to death.
Were people arrested for that?
1 minute.
Were people arrested for that? No. 1 minute.
Responsible
Were people arrested for that or not?
No, can I answer the question? Is Padmaja Joshi a responsible anchor, a prime time anchor of NDTV? Your defense is that the perpetrators were arrested. But then let me ask you a question, Padmaja.
My question is, when you say that violence was normalized, how has that violence been normalized if people have been penalized?
Question for a change.
Padmaja, there are 8 people who've been arrested.
I'm going to give you the name.
There are 8 people who have been arrested on the charges of murdering Deepu. Is this enough for you? Is it good enough for you?
No,
in Bangladesh,
no,
8
it's not.
people have been
because
arrested.
1 week after that, another man was lynched. And in the interim, you had 7 Hindu houses documented, which were also set ablaze.
So you should be happy, right?
Those people have a free run.
8 people were arrested. You should be happy now. The same question that you are asking Sanjay Jha.
Madam, can I speak?
So I am giving you the counter to that. That in the case of Bangladesh, there were people who were given a free run. Deepu was just the beginning. There were others who were attacked as well. That is the answer.
Are you scared to listen to some truths?
I am not. Go on, Mr. Jha.
Thank you very much. I'm very touched. I'm going to mention to you the 8 states and a commonality that you dodged in your introduction. This is where violence, ladies and gentlemen, has happened during Christmas. Assam, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh,
Okay.
Rajasthan, Uttarakhand. You know what is common?
What?
All are BJP ruled states. There is a pattern. My dear friend Tripathi
Speaking
ji
of
can come
patterns,
and
do you know
wax
where there were
eloquent
rallies
that
carried
everything
out
is okay.
with
It's
chorus
not
of
okay.
Sar Tan Se Juda after
It's
the Nupur
not
Sharma
okay.
episode? Rajasthan, where Ashok Gehlot was the chief minister. West
Can we
Bengal,
answer right now what's
Jammu
going
and
on?
Kashmir.
Gehlot
And they were
is
given
not
a
the
free
chief
run at that
minister.
time. That, according to you, is unprecedented violence?
Well, let me tell you something else that you are probably trying to ignore. Do you know what Mohan Bhagwat said the other day, the big guru of the BJP?
What did he say?
India is a Hindu nation. The constitutional approval is not
And
required.
it belongs to everyone who
This is
lives
Mohan
here
Bhagwat's
because
view.
everyone's DNA is originally Hindu. You leave
I
out the
answer
second
that?
part of what he said.
Can I answer
Subui
that?
Khan quickly come in.
Can I
Sir,
answer
you
that?
very conveniently and I
really?
would guess
Oh, really?
deliberately miss out
Thank
the second
you very
part.
much.
He
Thank you
literally
very
says
much.
that everyone who lives in India belongs to India because essentially our DNA is the
Padmaja,
same
and
at
you
some
think
point
you're being
of time.
clever by half.
Can I
but you
please
cannot
answer that,
fool the
Padmaja?
people of
Subui
this
Khan.
country.
Yes.
The
Subui Khan.
record is in public
Mr.
domain.
Jha.
Anybody can read it.
Mr. Jha, I think we are sharing panel for the first time, but I would love to answer this question of yours because I have been working on this for many years now. I'm an Indian Sanatani Muslim. I say that my dharm is Sanatan, my religion is Islam, and my culture is Hindu. Culturally, nationally, I'm a Hindu. And Hindu is not a religion. Hindu, as quoted by my guru Shri K.N. Govindacharya ji, Hindu is a commonwealth of all modes of worship. कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी तक हजारों देवी देवता हैं हमारे देश में, दो चार और हो जाएंगे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. दैट इज वाई यहाँ पे कोई माइनॉरिटी परसिक्यूशन, किसी के आराध्य को परेशान करना, किसी के रिलीजन का मजाक उड़ाना या फिर मास कन्वर्जन, ये सब हिंदू इसीलिए नहीं करता है क्योंकि उसमें सब समा जाते हैं. एंड यस, भारत इज अ हिंदू नेशन बिकॉज हिंदू इज नॉट अ रिलीजन but a commonwealth of all modes of religions.
Muslims of India.
That answers your question. Now let me come to another point. Please let us not generalize sporadic incidents. Let us not generalize exceptions. जिन्होंने क्रिसमस डेकोरेशंस वैंडलाइज किया वो क्रिमिनल्स हैं. They will face the law. लेकिन जब आप उसको इक्वेट कर रहे हैं मॉब लिंचिंग से, एक हिंदू की लिंचिंग ऑन कैमरा जानवर की तरह उसको लटका दिया जाता है, पूरी दुनिया उसको देखती है, उसको आप इक्वेट कर रहे हैं
BJP or the 200 million Muslims of this country. Can we get to know the truth? Can we get to know the truth? Does this lady represent the Sangh Parivar or does she represent 200 million Muslims of India?
Let me tell you one thing.
Let's
I am
know
an
the
Indian
truth.
Muslim and I am not a minority in my own land. Stop abusing Muslims by calling them minorities.
Don't worry about it. There are enough people who
Muslims
know
are
the
the second
truth of what
largest
the BJP
majority
is
in
doing.
India.
You can
And
come here
even
and
if we
wax
talk about
eloquent on that.
minorities,
No problem.
Jain, Bauth, Sikh, Parsis, Christians,
Padmaja, I want to make the
and
last
also
comments.
Jews.
I have to leave, please.
They are not tolerated but celebrated in
No,
India.
and what are we saying about
Not
Jews,
tolerated
sir?
but celebrated
You
in
are
our
focusing.
nation.
You are focusing on 5 to 10 incidents that have taken place. I will show you on screen pictures from 150 cities and
Padmaja, I want to
locations
make-
across
please
the
give me 10
country
more
where
seconds.
there were lakhs of people, most of them non-Christians, who celebrated Christmas yesterday,
Including me.
including the Prime Minister of India, who went to the
I
cathedral.
also
Sir,
celebrated
you
This
will
is how it should
focus.
be.
Prime
You
Minister
know,
of
how it
you
should
will
be.
focus
This is how
on
it should be,
some
right?
Madam, you should
some
know
man
that.
in one corner
Prime
of
Minister of
Raipur,
India is a
but you
one
will not
person
focus on the
attack
Prime
is
Minister
too
of
many.
India walking
One
into a
person
cathedral
attack
in
is
the
too
heart
many
of the national
attack.
capital,
No, this will
saying,
not be
"I will
tolerated."
celebrate Christmas." Now, it's all a
Padmaja,
matter
I
of
have to go.
perspective of who wants to seed fear, who wants to seed terror. John Dayal, I want to show you a headline from the Telegraph. The Telegraph newspaper today had a headline saying Hindu extremists try to shut down Christmas in India. Shut down. Do you know, in Shimla yesterday, there were 10,000 vehicles entering the city per day in a celebration of Christmas. 10,000 vehicles were entering Shimla per day to celebrate Christmas. And according to the Telegraph, Christmas has been shut down. What does one make of this, if this is not fear-mongering?
Well, to begin with, let me wish you a belated Christmas.
To
It
you
is
too,
never
sir.
too late till 6th January to wish each other Merry Christmas. And to your fellow panelists and the people who will watch this program. I'm glad, as I said yesterday, that Prime Minister Modi came to the church, a Church of North India Cathedral, stood there. The bishop prayed over him, and it was good for all of us. I would so wish that in the next 1 year, till next Christmas, there are no more cases of violence against Christians. The gesture, the message of the Prime Minister must be understood and its core implemented by everybody who is not a Christian in the country, by every Muslim, by every Buddhist, and of course by every Hindu. So we will know that when the Prime Minister says something, he means it, and the people of India obey him. That's why we chose him to be the Prime Minister 11, 12 years ago. And he is the rightfully elected Prime Minister. He has not been put there by a field marshal or by anybody else. So we quite respect the fact that he's a democratic Prime Minister, and therefore he was called to help celebrate Christmas in a church. And I think that is very important. Secondly, I'll be the last person to compare countries. There is no point about comparing countries. We have lynchings. We have documented more than 150 lynchings in the last 10 years in India, where Muslim youth and 2 Christians were lynched on charges of carrying beef, or charges of carrying or smuggling cows, or any other charge, or no charge at all. Nobody seems to have been punished for that. But even that is not an issue now. The issue is that law and order is a state subject, and every chief minister must hang his head in shame when a Dalit, a tribal, a Muslim, a Christian, a Buddhist is victimized, beaten up, or whatever.
And that
I'm
is
not
done.
going to get
But
into
just a second.
debates
So just a
with
second. Since we are
opinions, I
talking
can
about the comparison at hand, what happened on Christmas, I want to quote to you 2 ministers. You have Jitin Ram Manjhi, Union Minister, saying reciting Hanuman Chalisa in front of a church or doing such acts is wrong, just as it would be inappropriate to go near a mosque and recite Gita or to recite Quran near a temple. That is what he has said. Shukanta Majumdar has also spoken out. He's again a union minister. He has said we do not support vandalism of any kind, and the law will take its own course when it comes to people who take the law in their own hands. My question to you again is, where is this overarching narrative coming from where Hindu extremists, not vandals, not criminals, but extremists, if you please, have shut down Christmas? Why is this being done? And is this calculated?
Who's that question to?
No, I can't respond to some newspaper giving some headline. Many newspapers today headlined in very flattering terms.
No, but this is not just some newspaper.
Coming to a church.
You get on social media and literally everyone today is hanging their heads in shame. Their heads did not hang in shame when Salman Rushdie was hounded into leaving this country. Their heads did not hang in shame, Harshvardhan ji, when in 1988, India had the infamy of becoming the first country to ban the satanic verses. Nobody's head was hanging in shame when Taslima Nasreen, and I want to actually read out to you. I want to read out to you from an article that was written at that time.
And MF Hussain.
Do you know that Taslima Nasreen was hounded out of West Bengal in 2008 because a Congress local leader led a mob which was baying for her blood, and she was first forced to leave West Bengal, and then she was forced to leave India altogether. Nobody's head at that time was hanging in shame, and today we are being given sermons on how our beautiful India has turned into a bigoted India.
पद्मजा, पूरे देश में हम जहां नोएडा में बैठे हुए हैं, जहां आप स्टूडियो में हैं, जहां से ज्यादातर मेहमान जुड़े हुए हैं, हालांकि संजय झा जी तो मुंबई में हैं, तो इसलिए वो तो दूसरी तरह के जिसको कहें कि उन मुश्किलों से नहीं जूझ रहे हैं, लेकिन हम यहाँ पर हर मॉल, हर सड़क पर क्रिश्चियन मनाते हिंदुओं को देख रहे हैं, मुसलमानों को देख रहे हैं, ईसाइयों को देख रहे हैं, और जो जो भी आप जोड़ना हो जोड़ लीजिए। इस देश के किसी भी हिस्से में आप चले जाइए, लोग मना रहे हैं। कुछ लोगों के अपने ऐतराज हो सकते हैं, कुछ लोग उस पर कहते हैं कि नहीं हम ये नहीं करेंगे, कुछ लोग कह सकते हैं कि नहीं हम नहीं मनाएंगे, लेकिन अगर कोई भी किसी तरह से लॉ अपने हाथ में ले रहा है, कानून अपने हाथ में ले रहा है, तो उसका सरकारें इलाज कर रही हैं और ठीक से इलाज कर रही हैं। लेकिन जब आप कंपेयर करते हैं तो आप जरा सोचिए, कल्पना कीजिए, और ये आपके दर्शक आज आप सुने ठीक से, मैं क्यों शुरुआती टिप्पणी मैंने कहा था ये बहुत डेंजरस ट्रेंड है। भारत के हर हिस्से में लोग उत्सव मना रहे हैं। कुछ लोगों को लगता है कि यहां कन्वर्जन हो रहा है, यहां क्रिश्चियन इन्फ्लुएंस करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने गड़बड़ियां की, उनके खिलाफ कानूनी कार्रवाई हो रही। एक देश जो जल रहा है, जहां पर रेडिकल इस्लामिस्ट जिहादी फोर्सेज इतनी पावरफुल हो गई कि शेख हसीना और उनकी पार्टी के लोगों को जान बचाना पड़ा। शेख हसीना यहां है और स्थिति यह है कि क्रिश्चियन हो, हिंदू हो, शेख हसीना की पार्टी का मुसलमान बच नहीं रहा है, उससे तुलना कर रहे हैं। 22 दिन में 11 हिंदुओं की हत्या हो गई, उससे तुलना कर रहे हैं। लोगों को पेड़ से बांधकर जला दिया जा रहा है, उससे तुलना कर रहे हैं। लूट पूरे के पूरे इलाके में हो रही, उससे तुलना कर रहे हैं। हिंदू बच्ची घर से बाहर निकलती, वापस नहीं आती, थाने में जाकर बांग्लादेश में रिपोर्ट कराते हैं और वो थानेदार कहता है कि हम कुछ कर नहीं सकते।
Arfa wants to respond, then Sanjay Jha. Arfa wants to respond, then Sanjay Jha.
से जुड़े हुए लोग हैं, उससे तुलना कर रहे हैं। शर्म आनी चाहिए ऐसे लोगों को जो ऐसा
पद्मजा, यहाँ सबसे बड़ी बात तो इस कंपैरिजन से सिर्फ बीजेपी आरएसएस को ही फायदा होता है। जो नुकसान है वो पूरे देश को हो रहा है। मैं कोई कंपैरिजन नहीं करना चाहती, मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाहती हूँ जहाँ भी कहीं माइनॉरिटीज के साथ अत्याचार हो रहा है, दैट इज रॉन्ग। व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से हियर इज दैट इंडिया has lost the moral right. The Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, has lost the moral right to talk about minorities anywhere in the world, whether it is Pakistan, because our own minorities are not safe. I want to remind you, in case of Mohammad Akhlaq, the Uttar Pradesh government run by the BJP had appealed to in the court that they want to withdraw. They wanted to withdraw the case against Akhlaq's killers. That to thank God, thanks to our judges that they did not let that happen. The government in its authority, पहली lynching 2015 में, और मुझे I'll have to go. If you do not let me speak, please ask your guest.
आप उनको प्रधानमंत्री पे डाल दीजिए.
Please ask your guest.
Your first statement was India has
Please
lost
ask
the
your
right.
guest to shut down.
I strongly object to that statement.
Please ask your guest to remain quiet, otherwise I won't be able to say anything. I'll have to leave.
My nation.
Okay,
Excuse me.
Has India lost the right?
Isolated incidents do not define India.
So let's just go back in history. If you are saying that in the current scenario, India has lost the right. I was reading from this article, which was printed on the 18th of March 2008. Let me quote to you from this, Arfa. It says, Taslima Nasreen was forced to leave Kolkata a day after Muslim mobs instigated by a small-time Congress leader and chairman of the All India Minority Forum, Idris Ali, ran riot on November 21. The rioters demanded Nasreen be thrown out of the city and the country for hurting Muslim sentiments through her widely acclaimed autobiographical book.
I understood. Let me reply to that.
The army had to be called in to restore peace. But all was well from 2008 to 2014, and in the last 11 years, India has lost the right.
It was not well. No. Padmaja, I have been a journalist for the last 25 years. The BJP has been in power only for 11 years. For the rest of my professional life, I was questioning the Congress party governments. I questioned Manmohan Singh for 10 long years while I was an anchor on Rajya Sabha television, a parliament-owned television. Nobody came from my blood. I was not sent to jail. I was not killed. I was not threatened. I was not intimidated. So before Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister, there were other Prime Ministers in India, and journalists like me were asking questions of those governments. So I was not born in 2014, unlike many others in your panel who have no memory.
Okay,
so
great.
my
so
job as a
that
journalist
even pre-2014, there was a communally fraught atmosphere. And cases like what happened to Salman Rushdie, Satanic versus being banned, Taslima Nasreen being hounded, it shows that we were in a communally fraught area, right?
Yes. That's wrong. That's wrong. That was wrong then. It is wrong now. That just the scale has changed and nobody is shielding. Nobody is shielded. You said army had to be called in. Today there is no army being called in when Christians are in danger. There are at least 2 friends of mine who had Christmas parties planned. They are so sad and they feel so much rage inside them. The both of them have called off.
But where were these friends? Arfa, please send them to Noida. I literally had invitations.
I don't know how many
people. 24 parties yesterday, all of them from non-Christians. I could not unfortunately attend all of them. So wherever your friends are, I personally welcome them. Please send them to my house. I will host them for a Christmas party.
I can't speak for yourself. I can't speak for you. I can only speak for myself.
Where were these people?
I am saying I feel very, very sad as an Indian citizen that my brothers and sisters, my countrymen, my friends are feeling in danger, and there is nobody who can ensure and assure them
very quickly,
that they will be
respond
safe.
to the point that
That's
this whole
all I want to
narrative
say
of
on this show
last
here.
11 years,
Thank you very much.
minorities are in danger. Arfa Khanum, having been a journalist 25 years, is saying it is pretty much as bad. It's just that the party has changed.
Padmaja, here is the
No,
truth.
I said the scale is different.
Can I
Unprecedented
speak,
scale. The scale
Arfa,
has
without
changed.
your interruption, if you don't mind? Yeah, I won't take too long. Padmaja, here is the truth. India
So
has always
are you saying
battled...
that just a second, just to understand, because I think there was a lack of clarity there. You're saying that the scale of violence has gone up in our country as opposed to what happened in 2008 when the army had to be called in to keep Taslima Nasreen safe, or has it gone down?
No, I'm not talking about one particular incident. I'm talking about general atmosphere which is against the Muslims and Christians and anybody and everybody who's considered a minority in this country. There were threats to minorities even during that time also, but the governments were quick. They were not appeasing people.
How?
There were no,
Taslima Nasreen writes in an email to her followers that Pranab Mukherjee leaned on me, put pressure on me in order to make me leave India, because the same radicals who were baying for her blood in Kolkata then landed up in Delhi. She was thrown out of India. She was not allowed to venture out of her house because the Islamic radicals were baying for her blood. She wrote it in an email. It is right here in this article from 2008.
Yeah,
this is not hearsay.
Fundamentalist anywhere in the world, I don't think fundamentalist anywhere in the world should not be protected. Nor in Bangladesh, not in Pakistan, and not in India.
But they were. Salman Rushdie could not enter India until the year 2000.
No.
Salman Rushdie could not come back to India.
Please,
he was thrown out.
No, you cannot say that people... No. That's... I'm saying that was horribly wrong, absolutely wrong. That was wrong then, it is wrong now.
So how are we saying that the scale of violence has gone up? If in the year 2000, Salman Rushdie was given a visa and asked to come back, famously remember that he was invited to the Jaipur Lit Fest, where again the Congress government did not let him attend. Who was in government in Jaipur at that time, in Rajasthan?
Because you cannot compare oranges with apples. You cannot compare oranges with apples.
Or defending the BJP. When you're
it is not about defending the BJP, sir. I am defending the image of my country. Let's be absolutely clear. Irrespective of who is in government, it is India today which is being portrayed as, this is from TRT World. I'll be damned if I let somebody say Hindu nationalist groups vandalize Christmas decorations while chanting nationalist slogans. Hindu nationalist groups, and apparently these are nationalist slogans where large-scale vandalism has happened.
This is exactly how it should be described. This is exactly how it should be described.
Okay, Harshvardhan ji, then Subui. Harshvardhan ji has been waiting, then Subui. Yes.
Dekhiye, all of us know that Christmas was celebrated throughout India with joy amongst all faiths, including me. I celebrated with my 80-year-old son. And the entire nation saw the video of the Mumbai church choir opening their Christmas carnival with India's national anthem. सबने देखा है, तो वो तो इंडियन क्रिश्चियंस कितने खुश हैं और कितना देश को सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं। मुंबई में there was a video which was being circulated.
बोलने के लिए जब आप
बोलिए let me show a pattern. लेकिन इसके बारे में बात नहीं होगी। मैं आपको एक पैटर्न दिखाती हूँ। जो डिजिटल नेक्सस है ना पद्मजा, जो ये पूरे एकसा हो गया कि जैसे सर पूरी दुनिया सर पे आ गई है। उन्होंने 5 कॉमन कीवर्ड्स यूज किए हैं। किसी की भी आप ट्विटर की हैंडल उठा के देख लीजिए, राइट विंग गून्स, सैफरन टेररिज्म, हिंदू नेशनलिस्ट, सैफरन मिलिटेंट्स, ये 4 वर्ड्स हैं सबकी ट्वीट में। दिस इज द पैटर्न, दिस इज द रियल थ्रेट दैट वी शुड टॉक अबाउट। This is the real threat जिससे हमें
Padmaja, I will speak when there is silence on your program.
To be fair, Sanjay Jha hasn't used these words. He has just declared that the India story is over because what Modi has done to our once great country. Watch the vandalism and violence against Christmas celebrations in India. Tentacles of religious hate has spread far and deep. So he hasn't used Hindu nationalism, just to be fair to Sanjay Jha. But respond, आपके मुंबई में तो celebrations हुए Sanjay Jha, choir भी गाया, क्रिसमस भी मना।
लेकिन मैं अपने देश में ना पद्मजा, आई डोंट लुक एट इट अपना मुंबई, आई एम लुकिंग एट माय देश, एंड हियर इज माय शॉर्ट आंसर टू यू, ओके? Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a first rate. I'm going to give you, if this lady stops talking, I will come in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the 2024 Lok Sabha elections did what divisive politicians do. Use the platform of the campaign to do what is called as dog whistle politics.
But what dog whistle has he done?
Again, you're interrupting me.
How is going to a church a dog whistle?
Every time I mention Modi, why do you get so nervous? Let me finish.
Because you are being factually incorrect.
I know the Modi's relationship with your owner, but calm down. Here are the truths. Hear them out.
Big revelation,
Prime Minister
Sanjay
of
Jha.
this
I am
country-
so on the back foot now
Prime
because
Minister
nobody
of
would
this
have known
country
unless
talked
you
of
insinuated
Gujarat.
it on the buck stops here.
Prime Minister of this country talked
But the
about
fact of the matter is,
Mangalsutra
how did he
chori
dog
karnega.
whistle?
Prime Minister of this country talked about bhais. Who was he insinuating at? Where was the targeting being done? You are seeing the repercussions of this kind of politics in this country. This is the truth
What
that we
kind
cannot
of
run away
politics?
from.
The man literally
The
spent
elephant in the
Christmas in a
room
church.
Is the
What
political
dog whistling is he
messaging being
doing?
done from the highest office in this country? The highest office in this country indulges in political messaging. That is the truth that you cannot ignore.
Mr. John
That is
Dayal,
the
do you
elephant
also
in the
think
room.
that there was political dog whistling? I genuinely want to understand how is all of this being precipitated by the Prime Minister? He is going to church, he is celebrating Christmas, he has gone to Vatican, he is meeting the Pope, he is sending delegations there, and yet apparently he has single-handedly told the Sangh Parivar to go out and attack Christians. How?
It's symbolism. It's all cosmetic. It is the optics of.
Thank you ever so much. Please accept my gratitude for allowing me to speak at all. I've spoken one sentence so far. Having said that, as the one Christian member, may I first of all point out M.F. Hussain was hounded out of the country. He died in exile. He's buried there. That's as much a matter of shame as Salman Rushdie and as the lady writer, Tamina.
Taslima.
So those are things that have happened, Taslima. Those are things that have happened, and we should really be ashamed of the fact that we are so intolerant of art, of writings, of something, because they hurt the feelings of one section of a variegated society. It's a multifaceted society. It's composed of hundreds, if not thousands, of subdivisions of ethnic, religious, and other sections, which there is no word you can utter without hurting somebody. You can't use a caste name without hurting members of the caste or subcaste.
So let me ask you, you were in Delhi. Did you celebrate Christmas
I ignored
yesterday?
that.
Did you celebrate Christmas yesterday?
I'm a Christian. I've always celebrated Christmas.
Did anyone stop you from celebrating Christmas?
They have never stopped me from celebrating Christmas. Never.
Then how are we saying
Even in
that
the
we are
most hostile
intolerant to our
of
minorities?
circumstances in Orissa.
Because of 6 incidents in a country of 140 crores, 1.4 billion people, 6 incidents happen, and we have become intolerant of the practices and the festivals of our minorities?
What kind of logic is that, Padmaja?
That is a logic, sir.
I was in
That's
states.
absurd.
If you
It
are
was rampant
suggesting
violence.
that we have
My
become
host-
Muslims would be
intolerant
out.
to our
How are
minorities,
you talking?
intolerant,
this is
you can
absolute
argue that you
trash.
have free,
You have.
few criminal elements.
Muslims
What
are
is
When
this
you
logic?
suggest
I am so sorry.
intolerance,
I'm so sorry to be on
This
this
is
show.
anecdotal.
What kind
This
of
is
a
anecdotal.
horrible
You can't
logic
make
is
Unless you
that?
accept it,
General
you cannot
story.
reform, you
First
cannot
of all,
become better.
just a second.
India cannot
Let him
become better.
answer. Let him answer.
Unless
Let him
we
finish his
recognize their
answer.
faults.
What kind of a horrible logic is that?
It is not a horrible logic. Arfa, with the greatest of respect, intolerant of our minorities seem to suggest that they have been made voiceless, that they are not allowed to practice their religion, which is patently untrue.
Actually gone to a journalism school.
As John Dayal has himself...
I mean, even if there is being a Christian and not being stopped, I mean, from celebrating
Yes.
Christmas, is this your way of proving that Christians are safe in India?
No, it is my way of saying that to allege
I mean, I have
whole-scale
nothing to say. I
intolerance
really
of an
rest my
entire
case.
minority
I have nothing to
is
say.
unfair.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for all your journalism teachers.
Okay.
I'm sorry about anybody
You
who
don't
taught
have
you
to be.
journalism.
You don't have to be, Arfa. While you may have a difference of opinion, I am quite clear.
And I regret, and I absolutely regret being on this show.
Okay,
I
but let
regret
Mr. John
being on
Dayal finish
this
his point. Go on, sir. Go on.
I'm astonished with your bizarre interpretation.
No.
At least let John
my
Dayal
point is
speak,
not,
Sanjay Jha.
Could I go to church or no? It's not really relevant whether I went to church or not, or if Hindus away from Dhaka continue to live peacefully. Those are not issues. The issue is the law of the land being implemented? Why are there almost 900 cases of violence between Mr. Modi's last visit to a church and this visit to a church? Who is answerable for those? Mr. Modi must ask his chief ministers and his home minister to do something about that.
Okay.
That's all I ask.
All
Not
right.
very
Final
much.
word, Harshvardhan
And
Tripathi. This is a slow burn and it is seeing a gradual escalation. Even if it is seeming like a handful, the fact is, why should this even happen?
पद्मजा, सबसे पहले तो एक भी अगर कहीं कोई जान जाए या एक भी कोई तोड़फोड़ हो, कहीं भी किसी तरह का वैंडलिज्म हो, वो खतरनाक है और उसके खिलाफ कानून व्यवस्था काम करेगी और कर भी रही। लेकिन मैं अब कुछ फैक्ट बता दूं जिससे कि लोगों को ध्यान में आ जाए। नरेंद्र मोदी के कार्यकाल में मणिपुर में शर्मनाक दंगे हुए, दिल्ली में शर्मनाक दंगे हुए, इसके अलावा देश के किसी इलाके में कोई ऐसा बड़ा दंगा नहीं हुआ। नंबर 1, 1967 से 2013 तक देश में 58 बड़े दंगे हुए। मैं सिख नरसंहार की बात नहीं कर रहा हूं, 1984 जो कांग्रेस के लोगों ने किया था इंदिरा गांधी की हत्या के बाद, जब राजीव गांधी ने कहा था बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है तो धरती हिलती है। 1947 के पार्टीशन राइट्स की भी बात नहीं कर रहा हूं, जहां 2 लाख से 10 लाख लोगों को मार दिया, हिंदू और सिखों को मारकर लाशें उनकी आई। 1969 गुजरात राइट्स, 1983 नेली मैसेकर असम, 1989 भागलपुर राइट्स, 1992-93 मुंबई राइट्स, ये सब भूल गए। 2013 वाला मुजफ्फरनगर दंगा भी भूल गए। क्योंकि देश में अब शांति है, मुसलमान उस तरह से लड़ने को तैयार नहीं है। ये एक वर्ग है, खतरनाक वर्ग है, जो मुसलमानों को, माइनॉरिटीज को सड़क पर लाना चाहता है। और सुबुही ने एक बड़ी अच्छी बात की, मुस्लिम को माइनॉरिटी कहना बंद कीजिए। सेकंड लार्जेस्ट मेजॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया वो मुसलमान है, आप उनको माइनॉरिटी कहना बंद कीजिए। और फिर मैं कह रहा हूं, एक भी ऐसी घटना होती है वो हम सबको शर्मसार करती है, लेकिन उस पर कानून की कार्रवाई होगी। आप बांग्लादेश से, सीरिया, इराक से जब आप तुलना करते हैं तो आपके दिमाग में कुछ और चल रहा है। उस जहर से भारत को बचाइए।
Is this factually borne out or is this only a narrative? I think people of India are far, far wiser than those who think that they are opinion makers, and facts speak for themselves. I'll have to end there. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, Subuhi Khan and Arfa Khanam Sherwani, for having joined me. Thanks for watching.